Zane?
Yes.
Oh, just don't put me on with that Zane shit. Zane!
This isn't awkward at all, man.
No, it's not awkward. No. Let's not make this awkward, bro.
Yo, what's up, man?
Zane!
What's going on?
How are you?
G'day, mate.
Good day.
You've got big news. This is big news, ladies and gentlemen. We can now reveal that on July the 11th, Eminem returns to London for his first show since 2001, headlining what I think is one of the greatest live music venues in the world, Wembley Stadium. Are you serious? Wembley Stadium?
Wembley Stadium, mate!
This is massive, bro.
Yeah, mate! It's all right!
Do you even know, Em, have you even seen the interior of Wembley Stadium? Like, have you watched videos of people performing in it before? Do you take a look at these places before you go and play them? Do you kind of do the research into it?
A lot of times when we do the sound check, I get to see, the actual venue, but, I know Wembley Stadium's huge, though.
And you've been doing some shows, like festivals, and you've been internationally playing headline shows. Where we left the interview last year, we were talking about touring, and you were rightfully saying, well, one step at a time, one step at a time. But this is a big step, isn't it? To come out and do a headline show in London at Wembley Stadium would say to me that you are really becoming accustomed to the idea of performing on a more regular basis.
Yeah, definitely. I'm good with how it is right now. Just kind of doing shows when I can do them and here and there, as long as it's like I said, one step at a time. As far as being on the road, man, I don't know how that works for me right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as like an actual tour where it's 2-3 weeks at a time, a month at a time. I'm not saying I'll never be ready for that again. I'm just saying, right now, this is what's working for me. So. And I'm having fun doing it. So
it's a beautiful thing to be in this position whereby you can go and play 6 stadiums with a certain amount of space in between in America and reach as many fans as you can. And like you say, not interrupt your life, the life that you've built around you that's important to you now. You don't have to interrupt it anymore.
Yeah, no, it's incredible, man. It's a blessing. It truly is to be able to do that.
I think a big part of what, to me, it makes these shows even more exciting is the fact that you're working with live musicians now and seeing you do those songs at Maida Vale up close and watching the interaction you have with the live band. You look like you're having a lot of fun having the freedom and flexibility of doing that.
It's definitely better. It definitely brings a whole new element to it. There's more things to do with your hands. There's so much more room for activities.
You were like Ricky Bobby before, you think, a little bit? Like you weren't quite sure like what to do with them? It was always awkward as to where they should go?
Yeah. So now there's more things to do with your hands, There's a whole different energy, man. It's louder, it's more in your face, it's more explosive, it's more, you know what I'm saying? Like for me, it's like music is about feeling and energy and all that, and that definitely adds a whole new element to that.
Eminem's on the phone right now. July the 11th, he's going to be performing at Wembley Stadium in London. It's your first show in the capital of the UK since 2001. You've been doing, obviously Reading and Leeds. You played in Glasgow, other parts of the UK, but coming back to London and playing this venue is going to be incredible. We were
going to do Hyde Park.
I heard about this. I heard that it must be nice to know after all the success and the fact that you're now considered, I think, globally as an international treasure, Eminem, that you can still find people to offend, though. That must be reassuring.
I know. That's mean, man. Kind of hurts my feelings.
Can you believe this?
Yeah, I'm going to go hide in Wembley Stadium now, so I'm all good, man.
When it comes to picking the set list and having the band now, and I'm sure they can play, whatever you ask them or whatever you want to play from your back catalog, you got a lot of songs to choose from. And, has that made you think about the way that you choose your set list differently now that you can have musicians, you can swing between songs and different orders? Are you trying those things out too?
Yeah, we always try to mess around with the order of things. There's certain songs that just, for some reason or another, they don't work as good live. Some work better than others. So you got to kind of go between the ones that feel like they work out the best to perform live. And then, you just go through them in rehearsal and you just work it out, figure it out. Sometimes you switch the order around. Sometimes we'll add this in that we haven't done in a while. If it's been a long time since we did something, we'll throw that in and take something else out,
I want to talk about TotalSlaughter. This is exciting, man. You're going back to where it all started. Can you talk us through this?
Well, TotalSlaughter is basically a show that we're doing with the guys from Slaughterhouse and Shady Films. It's all the underground battle rappers, man. We're kind of trying to take the best of the best right now and put them up against each other. You know, because I'm a huge fan of that. And, I mean, obviously, you know, it's kind of where the scene that I come from. So there's a main event battle July 11th, actually the same day in New York, the same day as the show.
That's going to be amazing. And just before we let you go, man, just a couple of seconds. I mean, what have we got to look forward to? You know, who are you in the studio producing or working with right now?
I'm actually working on the Slaughterhouse album right now and the Yelawolf album. Wrap those things up.
All right, man. Well, we'll see you out here in the UK in the summer. Looking forward to it. And take care. Thanks for your time, man.